Just got done practicing U-turns with the Triumph 900. My name's Anthony. This is Southern Virginia riding. I just started riding at the end of August, this past August, so I haven't been riding too long. This 900 is my first bike, and for those of you that may be wondering if something like this would be good for a first-time rider, I can give you my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, because this is my first bike, and the style that I wanted to get was the Street Scrambler, or a Scrambler I should say, type bike. I was looking at the SCL 500s by Honda, and then I came across Triumph with their Street Scrambler. I bought this used. It was like $3,000 cheaper than buying a brand new SCL 500, and I couldn't find any used SCL 500, so this is what I ended up going with. I was a little nervous because from talking with people, other riders, they're telling me how, kind of is good to start out with a smaller bike. Others are saying start out with a bigger bike. I kind of just went for it. So far, I've been really enjoying this bike, and I do not regret starting out with this, at least as of now. I never got to test drive a SCL 500. I can tell this bike does have quite a bit of power. I haven't tried to experience its full potential. The way that I ride and my purposes, I'm going for the experience of just riding, not necessarily trying to go fast or be crazy. Because of where I live in an area like this, but with a bunch of back highways, back roads, country roads, small town. I thought that a Scrambler type bike would be perfect. Every now and again I might be on a gravel road, but I don't live in a bustling city, and I didn't want something that was going to be super fast. Based on what I've read about this or research, it has a lot of high-end torque, but it's not really a super fast bike per se. And so far I've just been giving it the respect that it deserves, and I've been really enjoying it. It is about 90 pounds heavier than the SCL 500. I only got to sit on the SCL 500. I didn't get to ride it, but sitting on this, I was actually flat-footed. I'm 5'9", and I wasn't flat-footed with the SCL 500, but I'm flat-footed with this. But apparently the seat height is the same between the two, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's because this suspension is worn in and the SCL's wasn't, if that had anything to do with it. But me being 5'9", I could be flat-footed with this, which I was super happy about. Riding roads out here, I mean, it's a joy. It's gorgeous. Today it's I think high 70s, not a lot of humidity. I mean, it's just a gorgeous day, and I feel like this type of bike is in its element. America. But if you're thinking about getting a scrambler type bike, I would say that this isn't a bad place to start. I wanted to buy new, and I was going to pay cash. It's just, it was too much extra fees, and I was like, you know what, screw this. I'm gonna look elsewhere, and that's what ended up happening. I can even tell it only goes up to 5th gear, and like, reminds me of my Jeep. My Jeep's got 456 gears with 33-inch tires, so it's on the higher torque end. It can get up to speed fast, but its actual top speed is not fast. Because like, me going, you know, I'm going roughly, you know, around 60 miles per hour, and I'm at 3,100 RPMs. If I go 65, I'm already at 3,500. Like, so this bike, it'll definitely go on the highway, don't get me wrong. I've ridden it to where speed limits are 65. I'm going 70 to stay with traffic. But I was worried also about it not having a windscreen. I've heard some people, they recommend that. For some reason, it doesn't bother me. I thought I was gonna feel like I was being pushed off the bike. I personally don't feel that way, but this is my first bike and the first time I've been going this fast, so I've never used a windscreen to feel the difference, so I don't know any better. But I feel fine like this. I don't know if I'll ever get a windscreen. But this, I mean, for this sound, I do like the kind of the deeper sound that this has compared to the Honda. I really wanted that Honda. I thought it was so cool. And when I did the motorcycle safety course or whatever, we used Rebel 500s, and from my understanding, the SCL 500 has the same motor as the Rebel. And I thought the Rebel was sick. It's just I didn't really like that cruiser style as much as the Scrambler. Plus this looks kind of like old school. I don't know. I love it. It's been a joy. It's like modern classic, and I don't know, I fell in love with it. I still think that the SCLs are sick though, and if you could find one used for a good price, I'd snag it. I was going to, it just didn't work out. This one was available, and this is what I got. But it's funny because I was looking at the green SCLs, and I ended up getting the green Triumph. But I'll say, for me being a beginner, because I've seen a lot of other rider videos, they have this bike and then they're giving their opinion when they're experienced. And I'm not saying to disregard their opinion, but you know, they're saying it'd be a good bike. I could say, for me being brand new to riding, it was a 900, and my personality and goals with having a motorcycle, I don't regret getting this bike. I also will say I'm not scared of it. I'm not timid with it. I respect it, but I'm not scared to ride it. If I needed to downshift and go faster or pass somebody, oh, this is a sick view right here. Just gotta watch out for this carcass. That's a sick view. But look at those cows. A pond. That's sick. But I give this bike the respect that it deserves. and I'm not trying to push the limits on this thing. I'm just cruising, enjoying the outdoors and enjoying this bike. And so far I haven't, there's nothing that I can say that I dislike. I'm still new. I will say one thing, I guess, that I don't know if it's a dislike per se, but it can be kind of difficult to see whether or not if there's someone behind me with these mirrors, and I don't know if these are the original mirrors it came with, and I'm still kind of like trying to figure out exactly how I want these mirrors to be. But like if I want to check behind me, I gotta kind of like push back and look, and then I can see, which is like a minor thing, but if they stuck out more, that might help with that, I guess. They're kind of, I see some people, they put the handlebar mirrors, which I might get that one day, who knows. But right now I'm just trying to get really familiar. That's a sick view too. I'm just trying to get familiar with the bike itself and enjoy it, learn it, respect it, get better at riding. I want to do the MSF advanced course. I think you have to have your own bike. I think it's like a one-day course. I want to do that eventually. We'll see. That happens. I mean, the way I see it is like, you know, I'm never gonna I don't want to stop training. You know, the more I can train and get more knowledge about this, the safer I can be. I don't want to become a statistic per se. And some of the bike videos I see out there, I don't understand how people do it, how they can ride so crazy and just have total disregard for their own life and others. I can't do that. So I'm trying to do it as safe as I can. I got all the gear. The only gear I haven't gotten yet are some actual riding pants, but I got full face helmet, got the Shoei RFSF. I thought that was a good deal. Got it for $100 off or whatever. It's usually $500. Got it for $4. And then I got some gloves and a rider jacket, and I wore high top boots. So I'm trying to take it as safe as I can and just enjoy it. My buddies that said, you know, riding a motorcycle it's kind of undescribable, and I can see why. Like, you just kind of have to get on one to do it, and you'll see what everybody's talking about. Look at that view. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, a moth just smoked me in the neck. But yeah, if you got any questions about this or riding for a new rider, let me know.